Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I hope you're having an amazing day. It is June 15, 2013, and this morning I woke up and my teeth are gone. They just disappeared. They got up off the table and walked away, huh, honey? They grew feet and walked away. So, instead of seeing my pretty smile, you see nothing. Alright, this morning we're going to continue with Ecclesiastes. We're going to continue with chapter 2. And from verses 1 through 11, it's the vanity of human courses in the works of pleasure. I said in mine heart, Go to now, I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasures, and behold, this also in vanity. I said of laughter, It is mad, and of mirth, what doeth it? What doeth it? What? Yeah, but you heard your dad. You gotta go get dressed. 3. I sought it in mine heart to give myself unto wine, yet acquainting mine heart with wisdom, and to lay hold on folly, till I might see what was the good for the sons of men, which they should do under the heaven of all the days of their lives. Verse 4. I made me great works. I builded me houses. I planted me vineyards. I made me gardens and orchards. I planted trees in them of all kinds of fruits. I made me pools of water, to water therefore with the wood that bringeth forth trees. I got me servants and maidens, and had servants born in my house. Also I had great possessions of great and small cattle, above all that were in Jerusalem for me. 8. I gathered me also silver and gold, and the peculiar treasures of kings, and the provisions. I gat men singers, women singers, and the delight of the sons of men, as musical instruments, and that of all sorts. So I was great and increased more than all that were before me in Jerusalem. Also my wisdom remained with me. 10. And whatsoever mine eyes desired, I kept not from them. I withheld not my heart from any joy, for my heart rejoiced in all my labor, and this was my portion of all my labor. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had wrought, and on the labor that I labored to do, and behold, all was vanity and vexation of spirit, and there was no profit under the sun. How many people are in vanity of what they think they have done with their own works? What they think they have done. Okay, from verse 12 to verse 26. Though the wise be better than the fool, yet life for both has one final event. Verse 12. And I turned myself to behold wisdom and madness and folly. For what can the man do that cometh after the king? Even that which hath been already done. When I saw that wisdom excellent folly, as far as light excellent darkness. The wise man's eyes are in his head, but the fool walketh in darkness. And I myself perceived also that one event happeneth to them all. 15. Then said I in my heart, as it happeneth to the fool, so it happeneth even to me. And why was I then more wise? Then I said in my heart, that this also is vanity. For there is no remembrance of the wise more than of the fool, forever seeing that which now is in the days to come shall all be forgotten. And how dieth the wise man as the fool? Get you buttoned up here, baby. Strapped up, buttoned up. Let's get your tail tucked in here so you're not walking around with a ducktail today. There you go. Sorry about that.
Where do we go?
Verse 17. Garbage bags are in the.
Where are we going today? Mommy, why are we all dressed?
Therefore, I hated life, because the work that is wrought under the sun is grievous unto me. For all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Yea, I hated all my labor which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me. 19. And who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool? Yet shall he have rule over all my labor, wherein I have labored, and wherein I have shewed myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity. Therefore I went about to cause my heart to despair of all the labor which I took under the sun. For there is a man whose labor is in wisdom, and in knowledge, and in iniquity. Do you want my cereal? Do you want my cereal? Okay. Yet to a man that hath not labored, therein shall he leave it for his portion. This also is vanity and a great evil. Verse 22. For what hath man of all his labor, and of the vexation of his heart, wherein he hath labored under the sun? For all his days are sorrows, and his travail grief. Yea, his heart taketh not rest in the night. This is also vanity. There is nothing better for a man than that he should eat and drink, and that he should make his soul enjoy good in his labor. This also I saw, and that was from the hand of God. For who can eat, and who else can hasten hereunto more than I? And verse 26. For God giveth to a man that is good in his sight wisdom, and knowledge, and joy. But to the sinner he giveth travail, to gather and to heap up, that he may give to him that is good before God. This also is vanity and vexation of spirit. And that concludes chapter 2 of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes. Oh, I can't even say it again today. Ecclesiastes. Joey, I'm in the middle of recording, honey. Alright, and as I did with verse 1, I'm going to try to do, Matthew Henry's concise explanations. Okay, Solomon soon found mirth and pleasure to be vanity. What does noisy, flashy mirth towards making a man happy? The manifold devices of men's heart to get satisfaction from the world, and their changing from one thing to another, are like the restlessness of a man in a fever. Perceiving it was folly to give himself to wine, he next tried the costly amusement of princes. The poor, when they read such a description, are ready to feel discontent. But the remedy against all such feelings is in the estimate of it all by the owner himself. All was vanity and vexation of spirit, and the same thing would yield the same result to us as to Solomon. Having food and raiment, let us therefore be content. His wisdom remained with him, a strong understanding, with great human knowledge, but every earthly pleasure when unconnected with better blessing, leaves the mind eager and unsatisfied as before. Happiness arises not from the situation in which we are placed.
Daddy,
It is
can you put
only
on one
through
of my
Jesus
shows,
Christ
please?
the final blessedness can be attained. That final blessedness can be attained. Solomon found that knowledge and prudence were preferable to ignorance and folly. Through human wisdom and knowledge will not make a man happy. The most learned of men who dies a stranger, 299.
Hey, I found it.
Oh yeah, because that'll be the new one. Sorry guys. The most learned of men who dies a stranger of Christ Jesus will perish equally with the most ignorant. And what good can commendations on earth do to the body in the grave, or the soul in hell? And the spirit of just men made perfect cannot want them. So that if this were all, we might be led to hate our life, as it is all vanity and vexation of spirit. Our hearts are very loth to quit their expectations of great things from the creature. But Solomon came to this at length. The world is vale of tears, even to those that hath much of it. See what fools they are, who makes themselves drudge the world, which affords a man nothing better than subsistence for the body, and the utmost he can attain in the respect to allow himself a sober, cheerful use thereof, according to his rank and condition. But we must enjoy good in our labor. We must use these things to make us diligent and cheerful in the worldly business. And this is the gift of God. Riches are a blessing or a curse to a man, according as he has or has not a heart to make a good use to them. To those that are accepted of the Lord, he gives joy and satisfaction in the knowledge and love of him. But the sinner he allots labor, sorrow, vanity, and vexation in seeking a worldly portion, which yet afterwards comes into better hands. Let the sinner seriously consider his latter end. This to seek a lasting portion in the love of Christ and the blessing it bestows is the only way to true and satisfying enjoyment, even in this present world. And as I realized, I forgot to tell you, but yes, I was reading in the King James Version. Sorry, that's what I will be reading from. Is the King James Version. Tomorrow we'll continue with Ecclesiastes Chapter 3. I'm gonna try. Tomorrow's Father's Day, and we are gonna go to church, and then we have a big Father's Day celebration with the grandpa and that. So if not, I'll do 2 on Monday. So all right, happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Just in case I don't do a recording tomorrow. God bless to all my family and friends. I love you guys. Peace be in you. Peace be in you. Remember, the idols of this world aren't worth
Mommy, I watched
the gifts of the other
Mommy, I
world.
watched this Harry on Harry before.
Right? Don't idolize the little things
Yeah,
of
I
this world.
watched this Harry on Harry
It's not
before.
worth it. Money ain't anything.
Mommy, this is the one where Timmy's mom
The
comes
love of
to
money
Blake.
is the root of all
Mommy,
evil.
this is the one.